Oh, what's up? I'm live. Now, quite sure you saw it. If you didn't, that's too bad. I didn't get a chance to share this link to the world, but we need to do it ASAP. What's up? Yo, son. Now, I'm quite sure you saw it yesterday, but this is the message I got for LeBron James. And this is what I'm saying. Y'all, listen to that.
I'm not on your team.
Yo, man, I'm not on your team. Do you see any other active players talking about congratulations to Dirk Nowitzki for scoring 30,000 points? No. He's on another team. LeBron James, has he ever played with Dirk Nowitzki on a team? They not even on he's on the East, he's on the West. You see Dirk Nowitzki maybe 2 times a year if you play. But yeah, you the biggest Dirk Nowitzki fan? Come on, man. Quit trying to kiss up to the league. Trying to kiss up to the league so that you can get some calls from the refs. They gonna be, oh, ain't LeBron nice? Where were you at when Westbrook scored 58 points? I didn't see you say, congratulations. I want to see his congratulations out to Russell Westbrook. Man, 58. Congratulations on your career high, Russell Westbrook. Hope I get 58 one day. But I'm such a sucker, I'm too scared to shoot. I didn't see Undisputed today yet. I got it TiVo'd. Oh, not TiVo'd, but DVR. If Skip said the same thing, he is thinking the same thing I was thinking then. Oh man, LeBron's career high is 61 or 62. Man, the other team must have really quit in like the second quarter for that to happen. Oh, exactly, the Bobcats. Exactly. They quit at halftime. So I gotta watch. I haven't watched Undisputed today. So if he said that, I'm cracking up because Skip is 100% correct. But in case you guys just got here, this is what we're saying.
Yo, man, I'm not on your team.
Oh, believe it. It's all PR work, baby. They all want LeBron know what he doing. What about Foxy? He know Dallas isn't going to the playoffs. He ain't got to worry about Dallas. Yes, that team is trash. Somebody sent me something today. Just like a few seconds ago, we were just looking at it. It was like the top 10 players in Cleveland. Right now, here it is. It's right on the list. Look at that. You see that? This is 10 players on their list that's active. It is a collection of bums. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bums. That's all they are, bums. But they're going to carry this bum team all the way to the NBA Finals, and we got to sit here and watch it. I hope Miami take the Chicago Bulls spot because they just sitting there tanking everything. They don't want to go nowhere. I know. Kyrie, Kevin Love, LeBron James. Yeah, I know. Ashton Kutcher. This bum. What is this bum's main problem? He disappears in the playoffs, right? But yeah, let's get this bum. And then we got Channing Frye. He could only hit a shot if he's standing still. Bum. You got Richard Jefferson. Washed up bum. Yeah, overrated, overpaid bum who's been washed up for 3 years since he got Jerry Sloan fired out of Utah. He's been nothing but a bum since he went to New York. Do I need to even talk about this bum? Winner. Player. Kyrie Irving. You got designer posing as an NBA player getting 2 checks. Bum. We don't even need to talk about him. Playing out of his position to try to fit in with a bunch of bums. That's Kevin Love. Do I even need to talk about this bum, Tristan Thompson? You can't even average a double-double in a league where there's no centers? You big dope. You're a waste of space. Waste of space. Amani Sherbert ice cream. Nobody care about that bum. And this who you want to represent the league? I swear, if these bums win the NBA championship this year, I am done with basketball. Period. I will not watch these bums. Now, you want to compare that team to Golden State? Boston got a better team than them. Miami got a better team than them. I hope Miami get the 8th spot and they got to play those bums and LeBron got to finally play. This sucker going to sit out 2 games in Miami because he mad at Pat Riley don't like me. He ain't going to play. After they done welcomed you in to Miami to come down there and they was happy you came and played there and won championships. That's where you won your rings at. But you want to go and cry. And I'm like, Pat Riley was talking about me. Sensitive crybaby bum. They done had the pacifier in his mouth since he came out of high school. They had it in there while he was in high school. I told them they don't want me to really expose him. He's been a bum, overrated since he came out of high school. Only thing about LeBron is that he over-succeeded what they thought he was going to be, especially on the business side of the ball. Out of any player, he maximized the opportunities that was given to him. But he ain't the king of nothing. He's the king of his ethnicity. That's about it. The Pistons got a better team than them bums. What is you talking about? The Pistons, their problem is they don't know how to play their personnel. We got to deal with people like Jackson, who's supposed to be on the trading block. That bum belongs somewhere in Cleveland. I told you, I would have traded Reggie Jackson for a glass of milk. And what's this Samaj talking about Foxy? What about Foxy? Dirk Nowitzki is not a Cleveland Cavalier. Never was. He's not even your friend. Y'all didn't even play on the Olympics together. He was playing on a whole nother team. You never sat down and had dinner, lunch, breakfast. None of them. Your kids never played at Dirk Nowitzki's house. His wife has never met your wife. They've never ever had contact. Except for a dap on the court. But now, yo, Dirk, congratulations. Are you retired or something? Are you retired or something? Are you still playing in the league? Your concern should be the Cleveland Cavaliers, who lost 4 out of the last 6 games. That should be your concern, bum. No, Dirk is a baller. Now, name me another 7-footer that done what Dirk Nowitzki was doing as far as on the outside shooting. Now, Dirk could play. It's just that his loyalty was in Dallas. and he just stayed in Dallas when he really could have been on another team like the Lakers, and they would have been rolling. Sabonis was good, but he wasn't Dirk Nowitzki. Tony Kukoc wasn't 7 foot. Channing Frye, really? What did you expect Nikki to say? Nikki's just trying to maintain, and she knows how social media works. Social media is, we're going to pay attention for a week or two, then it's going to phase out. That's why Remy got to come with this 7 days and 7 years and 6 nights or whatever. Oh, what's that? Seven winters and 6 summers. That's it. 7 winters and 6 summers. Because that's going to sell off the shelf the quicker they get it out. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying LeBron James can't play basketball. Let me not say that. He can play basketball, but he's not what everybody's making him out to be. Oh, you got to praise the man that beat him in the finals? Okay, well, he could praise Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan beat him in the finals too. Right? Let him praise Draymond Green, who beat him in the finals. Go praise Draymond. They beat you in the finals too. You see what I'm saying? How many finals has this guy lost? How many finals they keep slapping him in? Draymond is a bum, but he seemed to be the reason that they didn't win 2 championships and LeBron James would have been out of Cleveland. Let's see if LeBron James retire in Cleveland. Is all the Cleveland fans still in here? You think LeBron James gonna retire in that dump? Why does somebody keep asking about Foxy Brown? What about Foxy Brown? Oh no, Home Depot. He played for Home Depot played for OKC. That's why Westbrook out here scoring 58. He auditioning to get himself out of OKC. He ain't gonna stay there. Home Depot is one of those guys that when he's on, he's on. But when he's off, oh baby, he's off. Home Depot, baby. Yes, but the extension has options. He has the option to leave. He can opt out and go anytime he feel like it after this year. And why do people keep talking about the defense of Sherbert? What's his name? Is Sherbert Ice Cream? That guy, designer? That's what I said. Home Depot. That's what he is. You got designer posing as a basketball player and a rapper, running out there and shooting the basketball around, calling himself Amon Sherbet Ice Cream. He go out there, he hit 1 3-pointer in the game, and then they was like, well, we use him for defense. No, he ain't. He's LeBron's little homeboy. Him and JR. JR, my boy, man, he cool. Man, we was playing Madden the other day, man. We had a nail biter. I'm like, yeah, that's why you got James Jones, your 2K Live partner. Well, that's wonderful. I remind you of Keenan and Kel. Thanks, Brian. JR swish. Yeah, he only gonna swish it if he's 50 yards back and the shot clock is running out. He'll hit one of those. Jerty, what's up, man? Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run right. Bone don't even live in Cleveland no more. They got up out of East 1999. No, the Cleveland Police Department is terrible. They're horrifying. I mean, you think you back in the 1837 in Cleveland. They need to be fixed. That's why I'm never going back to Cleveland. That's why most of the brothers be like, man, we ain't even from Cleveland. We from Akron. We in everybody, all the other towns around Cleveland. They like, yeah, we don't be in Cleveland. I'll be like, oh, okay. Kevin Love is playing out his position. When you a Timberwolf, you can do whatever you feel like it. It's like you Russell Westbrook. See, what Russell Westbrook can do anything he want. Ain't nobody caring about what he doing over there because they not gonna beat anybody. But all these stupid commentators who I had to talk to about when they were like, yo, man, Jabari Parker's out for the season, brother. Where have you been? He tore another ACL. No, because the Timberwolves is where your career went to die. That's why. When your career was over, you was a Timberwolf. You go, oh no, a Timberwolf? What did I do? You were either that or a Grizzly. And you knew it was over. That was your last stop before you was out the league. That's how the league worked. But now the Timberwolves are actually doing better. Yep, you was a Bobcat or a Hornet, and you were on your way out the door. Now, exactly, now it's Sacramento. They become the last stop town, and you out the door. But actually, that's what I'm saying. Timberwolves they ain't doing bad now. They turning around like, look, we finna turn this franchise around. They got the right coach in there in Tibbs, who gonna get the right personnel in there, and they gonna teach them defense first and offense off the defense. And then Wiggins, who they gave up, Waiters, who Cleveland gave up because LeBron didn't want to play with him. Now he needs those players. But Dirk Nowitzki is not LeBron James' teammate. Never was. Never was. Big O, you can't play something you don't know. Kyrie, he come from a place where defense wasn't his fortitude. He was only in Duke, a year? He just basically did what he wanted to do, shot the ball when he wanted to shoot, and then he left. Both Isaiah Thomas are better than LeBron James right now. Isaiah Lord Thomas III, that needs to not even be said. Like Isaiah believes Kawhi Leonard right now is the best player. Kyrie got handles only, but I guess he don't hit no shots. So yeah, his handles then got him 30-something points, 20-something points, 40s and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he got handles only. See? Told you, y'all don't watch the games. Y'all just watch highlights. Another player, Anthony Davis, who's better than LeBron James. Absolutely. Lonzo Ball probably right now better than LeBron James. Well, I wouldn't say that about Jamel Hill and them, the show that come on at 6 o'clock. If y'all can catch the 6, that's a real show. They got it cracking over there. Oh, we all know Scottie Pippen. There's plenty of players better than Scottie Pippen. He been riding Jordan coattails since he been in the league. Dion Waiters couldn't wait to stick it back to Cleveland. Of course he's not on no steroids. This is all because George Karl made that statement. George Karl made that statement, but they didn't go to LeBron James. They want to go to Kawhi Leonard. Go mess with Westbrook, James Harden. But you ain't thinking LeBron, who's like 45 years old out there on the court? Let's not worry about him. You guys are nuts. Jamel Hill, any day of the week. I'll trade in half of these women for Jamel Hill. I think it's good because Magic's going to know how to draft players. They're going to be looking at players like Lonzo Ball. You start with a ball controller first, and you build your team around a point guard. That's the way the teams used to be made. Either that or a center. But today's basketball, center is not really that important. You need guard, point guard, controller of the offense. And you already got your two guard. I don't know what you're going to do with him. Swaggy P should have been out of the team, off the team, and dealt in somewhere and been out of there. Yeah, put him on let him be a Sacramento King. That's exactly where he need to be. If Sacramento starts winning, you know what they do? They start shipping out all their players. They go, uh-oh, we winning too many games. Who's causing us to win? Let's dump them. Dump, dump, dump. And see, what people are focused on is that the NBA Finals is doing well. You see, what they're not telling you is that the rest of the league isn't doing well. The rest of the NBA playoffs aren't doing well. But people are tuning in and watch the finals if it's Cleveland and Golden State. Because they're like, oh, okay, the finals is here. And that's what people are doing now. They're like, man, these playoffs are weak. Last year was the worst season ever for the playoffs. It was either a 20-point blowout or a 20-point blowout. Going either way. It was the most blowouts in history in playoff games. They weren't competitive. Because neither of the teams were even good enough to be on the court. It was terrible to watch. But everybody want to focus on the finals and be like, man, they got high ratings on the finals. Yeah, but when the rest of your league sucks, then you got to deal with stuff like this. And this is the product of what happens. That's why Adam Silver, he's not doing a great job at basically talent evaluation and as far as making sure the right players on the right team and making sure teams are getting something for somebody. You got Cleveland getting all these players and losing nothing. What did they lose to get these players? Nothing. Mm-hmm. Michael Sanders, it's a lot of truth being told in this room today. No, they shouldn't have put the dad on Undisputed. They did that because there was no topics out there. I was not happy to see the dad on Undisputed. They had the dad on there. Oh, you know I love Zelda. Stop rubbing it in. I'm the type of person that'll buy a system just for one game. And that game would be Zelda. Either that or Dark Cloud. I'm still playing Dark Cloud since 2003. I'm not that big in the games no more. James Carter, are you 15 years old? You should be in school. I love LeBron for what he does outside of the ring. I think he does a tremendous job as far as the community and donating money to send kids to college, whether it's tax write-offs or whatever. He's very involved in the community. That's because there's really nothing in his town. So he generates almost all the revenue for the city of Cleveland. You got suspended for the rest of the year. I didn't even know what you're talking about, Mike. But when I saw LeBron James with his pom-poms up for Dirk Nowitzki, rather, I'm like, what in the world is he doing? Good luck. Anybody get Alshon Jeffrey? Good luck. We've been trying to get rid of him for so long. Oh, I got the key on me the whole time. Yes, tropical. How was Bogut the worst mistake? It was the perfect thing for them. It's just unfortunate he took a knee to the shin, and his shin broke. You know, this is a very physical game. Things happen. I got Golden State winning the championship this year. I have been correct about the NBA Finals for the last, I don't know, I want to say 6, 7, 8 years. I used to predict how many games it was going to go. That's how good I was. It was just that everybody like, man, you should be a millionaire. I'll be like, I mean, if there was any real money in it, yeah, but there's no real money in it. Yes, I picked the Cavs to win last year. And I hate them, and I picked them to win. I said what was going to happen. I said they're going to put them in the finals 3 straight years in a row. They're going to be like the Lakers and Celtics. I remember hearing myself say it. And I said this year, they're going to have Cleveland beat Golden State so they can look like a rivalry. Then next year, they're going to let Golden State win. Then the next year, LeBron will be back again, and won't be playing Golden State no more. They might play San Antonio. They're going to keep switching it up. No, I didn't pick Golden State, James. Go back and watch the videos. They're out there. You will see I picked Cleveland to win, but I wanted Golden State to win. I don't want LeBron James to win another championship as long as he is in the league. I want him out the league. No, the NBA will not have another 5-game series. You only do 5-game series when the ratings are low. This will be 6 to 7 games without a doubt. So I'm saying Golden State in 6 games right now. So you guys are talking as if this is like a game. And they gave them a basketball and the best team wins. That's nuts. Somebody said OKC. And that's what I'm talking about. I told you last year OKC was a bunch of bums. I said they're a bunch of bums. There's nobody on the team. Why y'all mad that Kevin Durant left? Man, they were one win from the NBA Finals. Yeah, because look what they had to put up with to carry the team there. But they ain't going to beat nobody in the finals. Durant know that. James Cunningham, go back and correct yourself again. I did not pick Golden State to win the NBA Finals last year. Not one time. I told you Golden State was going to come back when they were down 3-1. I said Westbrook is a better point guard and plays that position a lot better than Stephen Curry. I told y'all that. And I'm like, y'all was seeing it. But I also told you that they're going to come back. Series is not over. They're going to win 3 straight. Told you that. You didn't listen. Then I told you Cleveland was going to win it that year. Because they had to keep LeBron there. If Cleveland would have lost last year, LeBron James would not be in Cleveland right now. He would be gone. That's why he signed his extension after they won. So to keep LeBron in Cleveland, to keep him from team jumping and team hopping again, the NBA satisfied his little need and gave him an NBA Finals. And gave him a championship for his city. I knew this going into it because it was his last year of the deal. That's why I told you, I don't like these politics, man. It's so disheartening. We can't get any truth. I know, Big O. You don't want to hear it. You want to make it look like LeBron James did something to win, right? I know. Truth hurts. What's up, Vernon? Oh, there we go. We're back. Of course, LeBron is not a leader like that. He's a whiner. He's a complainer. We all know that. That's why they lost against Dallas. Because he don't want the pressure. He's not made like Kobe. He's not made like Jordan. But do you want to compare him to them? That's the NBA doing that crap. He's not better than Larry Bird. It's the same garbage they were doing with Scottie Pippen. Making Scottie Pippen out like he was a outstanding basketball player. He wasn't. He's a role player. And that's all he was. LeBron James. Over there with Dirk Nowitzki. My fault. I was like, man, what is this for? He wasn't even your Olympic teammate. Nothing. You barely know who the guy is. But yeah, you got your pom-poms out. I hope I get the 30,000. You would if you stopped being a little sucker and start shooting the basketball when you're supposed to. Oh, you know what he gonna try to do. Because Dirk gonna want to still play and Dallas gonna want him to retire in Dallas. So, in his last year, LeBron gonna try to get Dirk to come to that dirt box in Cleveland. LeBron versus Pippen, bum versus bum. They both will be passing the ball to each other. So it's hard to say who's going to win that. Yeah, you know how mentally weak Scottie Pippen was. Iverson versus Westbrook. Woo, that's a good one. I'm going to go with my man AI. AI had a way better cross. And he would have broke Westbrook ankles. Man, I don't want to talk about that girl. She got that lottery ticket in her belly. Sierra. Where I'm going, I'm on my way to the gym. But I got to pick up my clothes first. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Oh, all right.
How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Good. It's my daddy. I love this name.
There they are. I thought it's not there. Yeah, that's me.
Kevin, David.
That's me.
This name? I love it. Kevin. Kevin. I love Kevin. $6.
$6. I got cash. Oh.
Thank you.
No problem. At least I thought I had cash. Okay, there we go.
All right. I give you $5. Yeah. Yeah?
Okay. That works for me.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you next time. Why you not answer? I say see you next time.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You certainly will see me next time. You might see me tomorrow. So I got more clothes to bring in.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See, I have to get my clothes out the cleaners. Woo, it's windy out here, boy. There we go. All right, I'm back, y'all. So y'all tell me, what did y'all think about? It's windy in the shop today. Today we are really living up to Windy City. But y'all tell me what y'all think about Dirk, LeBron thing, talking about Dirk Nowitzki. Did y'all feel like I felt? I'm not on your team, man. My thing is this. I can't wait to see Undisputed because everybody said Skip was talking like it. And my whole thing was this. You have never been a teammate of Dirk Nowitzki. Not even in an all-star game. Y'all never played on the Olympic team together. Y'all played against each other in the Olympics. What in the world? You have never been on his team at all. Only thing you have ever done with Dirk Nowitzki is dap. You guys have never, your kids have never interacted with each other. You guys never sat down and had lunch together. Never rode on a team bus together. What in the world are you doing? Your concern should be the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are 4-6 in their last 10 games. You guys have lost 6 of your last 10 games. That should be your concern. If you're a Cleveland Cavalier or a LeBron sexual, this should be your concern, right? What do you care about Dirk Nowitzki? And then, did you see LeBron come out and congratulate Russell Westbrook for getting a career high 58 points? No. I don't see him stick his head up for nothing else. Of course he is. He knows Dirk wants to play another year in the NBA. Dallas is like, look, man, this was your farewell season. That's why we brought you back. That 30,000 mark with Dallas, the same team he's been with. Now his contract is up next year. I doubt Dallas brings him back for one more year. Now, where is he going to go? They can't trade Dirk Nowitzki, because he has a no trade clause in his contract. So they can't trade him. So next year, where's he going to go? LeBron James going to be, won't you go play with me on here in this dirt box called Cleveland? Like I said, it's the LNBA, the LeBron National Basketball Association. Nobody cares about the lottery ticket that's in that girl's belly. Well, you walked into a storm. You ran into a storm called the truth. And this is what's happening in the league. That's why he stuck his head out. Do you know LeBron James made $88 million last year? He made $88 million. And I'm not mad that he made the $88 million. I'm glad. He's pimping the game. But he made the majority of his money off of athletes that's still playing because of the firm he represents. LeBron James has a firm, an agency that represents athletes. Now, to me, I think that's a collusion. That shouldn't even happen in sports. That you're an active player and then you're a part owner of an agency that represents other players. That's a conflict of interest. Because now you're stepping on toes. The same way Jay-Z couldn't be an owner of another team and be a part of an agency. He had to sell his shares in the Nets, in the Brooklyn Nets, so that he could run his own Rock Nation agency, sporting agency. LeBron James should not be an active player and then own part of a sports agency. Because now he's working as a double agent. His concern is not the team. His concern is, oh, what other players can we get on certain teams? That's why he got this rift with Pat Riley and Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson, that's why he was like, we're not going to let our teams go, his players go play for the Knicks because of Phil Jackson. All the players that they represent that's coming out of college, they made money off of all the players they brought in the league. Tristan Thompson got like $60-some million, almost $70-some million contract. He's represented by LeBron James' agency. And even though he's playing like crap, LeBron can't really get on him because his agency represents him. You see? See, this is how this thing works. Yeah, and they all try to position themselves and end up on one team. LeBron James is what's wrong with the sport. He's everything what's wrong with this sport. We can't even talk about good teams no more because we always talk about them. Every day, I mean, I barely saw any coverage on the Houston Spurs game, which is probably one of the best games played with Kawhi Leonard and James Harden playing, because they're talking about Westbrook in Cleveland and Carmelo and the Knicks. The Knicks are garbage. They're not going anywhere. Why does anybody care about the New York Knicks? Well, it's the Mecca basketball. They haven't won a title since Willis Reed came out the locker room. But yeah, we're talking about the New York Knicks. They don't even talk about the Lakers like that. If they didn't get Magic Johnson, they didn't even talk about the Lakers. But they talk about the Knicks and Carmelo Anthony for like 2 months straight. And it's a team that's not even going in the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs in like 4 years. How about how well Washington is playing and how well they did in the draft? How about we talk about how Toronto now is falling apart due to they lost Lowry? Let's talk about things that are happening, like the development in Boston, how they're getting better defensively with Butler and all these other players that's out there playing. I mean, Bailey. Why don't we talk about things about basketball? I gotta go to NBA TV. I have to go to all these other channels to hear them talk about actual basketball and the teams that are actually doing well. But people like ESPN, they're giving you a terrible service as far as talking about the actual sport, because their focus is LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is how Adam Silver and everybody else is just destroying the league. How do you want teams to come out and support other teams or care about other teams if you don't promote them? You don't talk about them. Somebody got to wake David Stern up and say, man, you got to get back in there, man. You got to get back in there. The Trailblazers, the reason why they don't win is because they don't have any continuity on the team. Everybody's playing for stats. McCollum plays sometimes. CJ McCollum plays sometimes. And then he's playing with a guy who I'm dropping dimes. He ain't dropping dimes. He's too busy. He don't know if he's going to be a rapper or whatever. But he needs to make that decision. McCollum's up and coming, but their problem has never been guards. Their thing is power forwards, having played in a system. They play too much one-on-one basketball and just a regular pickup game. And yeah, they're good certain nights. You're like, man, I don't know how Portland gonna be beat. Then you see the next game, be like, yeah, I see how Portland can get beat. They don't play defensively. They don't communicate. It's okay, they score, give me the ball, I'm finna go down here and shoot a three. But they dropping dimes. Dropping dimes. Oh, you missed LeBron James. That's what you missed. If anybody trade Leonard for Steph Curry, they're a complete idiot. Seth Curry, he's actually getting better as a basketball player. So that would be an interesting decision as to see will he stay with the team that he's on or will somebody else pick him up. But he's actually improving a lot better as a basketball player. Seth Curry is. LeBron James is one of the major problems in the sport of basketball. And the fact that people don't see that is shocking to me. Or they just don't want to see it. And this is your opportunity right here to dispute me right here. Tell me why he's not a problem in basketball. All of his crying, all of his manipulating he's doing behind the scenes to try to get players moved from team to team. That is a collusion. He's part of an agency that represents players. That's a conflict of interest. And trying to hold the league hostage and deciding what games he want to play, what games he don't. I don't like Pat Riley, so I'm not going to play in Miami. Where you won 2 championships when he actually brought you there to play with Dwayne Wade. Now you mad at Pat Riley? I don't like the way he did Dwayne Wade. How about what y'all did to him? LeBron was going back to Cleveland and Wade didn't even tell him. He was like, look, you knew you didn't. Why you ain't tell me he was moving? And he was leaving. Nope. Pat Riley won't kiss his butt, and that's why he's gone. You see all the LeBron fans? They ain't here. They left. Of course the league will get better once LeBron is gone, because now you got teams you can focus on that's playing basketball. We can focus on real teams and not worried about this bum who's over here talking about players that's not even on his team. Congratulations, Dirk Nowitzki, man, on that 30,000. Man, go sit down somewhere. We know what you're doing. He's not your teammate. There are no LeBron James fans in this chat because they know. Oh, we got a LeBron James fan. Okay. There it is. We got one. Yeah, LeBron is the GOAT. The getting out of town when it's hot. That's it. Okay, well, go ahead and explain to me. Come on, LeBron James fan. Explain to me. How is he the GOAT? Meaning, you guys think he's the greatest. What is he doing that's great? I told you that. We all know he's a beast. Y'all keep talking about it. But you guys are not talking. You just using 2 words. I don't get it. What are you telling me? Top 5 what? LeBron is not even a one-on-one basketball player, Mr. Carter. What are you talking about? So are we talking stats? Is that what you want to talk about? You've seen it many times in Miami. I've seen him choke many times in Miami. They went to the finals 4 straight years in Miami under LeBron, and they won 2. They really should have won 1, and that was against OKC. He choked a few times. Four out of 2 ain't bad, huh? Yep, that's why they keep sending them. 2 out of 4 times they sent them. It's ridiculous. And who won those chips? Was it Ray Allen? I remember Ray Allen hitting the shots, not LeBron James. But you give the credit to that bum. Yeah, who was part of the Big 3. Kobe won 5 out of 7. Kobe been to 5 NBA finals, and he lost. I mean, he been to 7 NBA finals, and he won 7 out of 5. 5 out of 7. I'm headed to the gym. Russell played in the league when there wasn't that many teams. There were only 2 7-footers in the league, and that was Wilt Chamberlain and him. And he was 6'11". But he played on the Boston Celtics. Boston won every year. Kobe, the reason why is Kobe, let me explain this to people. Kobe Bryant, Father Time catches up to everybody, but what Kobe was doing was tearing his body apart. He wasn't, it got to the point where he was the driving force behind the entire team. And even on the smaller games, Kobe didn't sit out games. He wouldn't take games off. Kobe was playing every night because he knew they had to compete to just make the playoffs. And that's all Kobe wanted to do, was get them to the playoffs. And he's like, we could muster some victories. He wasn't doing this, oh, my tendinitis, I'm going to have a seat. He was guarding the best players every night, including Lebron, and playing and compete, because that's Kobe Bryant. That's why towards the end of the year, he tore his ligament, his MCL. With like 4 games to go before the playoffs. He knew it when it happened. I just don't like what LeBron is doing to the NBA. He's spoiled, he's overprivileged, and he doesn't know what he's doing. He thinks like, oh, I'm just going to put all these players on the team and we just going to go to the NBA Finals. It's ridiculous. Kobe got help. Kobe said, trade me if you don't want to get better. That's what Kobe said. Kobe was almost a Chicago Bull. But Kobe had a no-trade clause, and he said, look, if you give away Lou Aldang and all these other players, I'm not just going to go to Chicago and be there without any of the rest of these players. But he was like, I'll remain with the Lakers if the Lakers is committed to winning. That's what Mitch Kupchak and them said, okay, Kobe, we're going to get the players on the team that you can win with. Because what Kobe was doing was scoring all these points and playing with a bunch of players that he shouldn't have to deal with. Like Smush Parker. Half those players that Kobe was playing with are not even in the NBA no more. They weren't in the NBA more than 3-4 years. They were out the league. Ron Artest came after they won the championship. He said, he was playing for Houston. He said, hey, man, I'm going to come play with you next year. So Ron, as a free agent, left the Houston Rockets and came over to play with Kobe. That was Ron's idea. Had nothing to do with Kobe. That's right, Steven. He could breaking Jordan's records don't mean anything. Jordan don't hold any records. You know, passing Jordan don't mean anything. Kobe passed Jordan. What did that really mean? Because Jordan don't own any records really in the NBA. If you pass Kareem, then you're saying something. But y'all quick to say Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, right? MJ, Michael Jordan. When you say who the greatest, they say Michael Jordan. Does he lead in assists? Does he lead in rebounds? Does he lead in scoring? No, he don't own any records. So what does the stats matter? But when I say Isaiah Thomas is the greatest player, oh, where's the stats? Where's the stats? Like he don't have stats. I don't want to talk about Man U right now. All I want to talk about, we should have never tied in that game. Never should have tied. Isaiah could step outside of his ego and say, ugh, City, get out of here. Isaiah could step out of himself and say, you know, Michael and Magic and everybody else, these guys were better players, or this. I think he's a better player than probably what I is. It's not for him to say. It's for others to say. You're not supposed to say, I'm the greatest. Other people are supposed to say, you the greatest. He's the greatest. Isaiah Lord Thomas III is the greatest basketball player to ever live. Wrong. He's the best basketball player to ever live. And still living. Magic is not better than Isaiah Thomas. Magic can ball, but no way. Quincy Childs, the league was physical back then. We were just better at it. But we got 3 Hall of Fame back players on our team. We have a Hall of Fame backcourt. Name me another Hall of Fame backcourt in the NBA. Don't worry, I'll wait. You grab me another Hall of Fame backcourt. That's right, Quincy. That's a trivia for you. Find me another Hall of Fame backcourt. Magic's in the Hall, but you think Byron Scott was? I said backcourt. LeBron is not a point guard. Let me reiterate. Point guard, shooting guard. That's right. It's very hard to have a Hall of Fame backcourt. But the Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars are both in the Hall of Fame. No, I mean actually in the Hall of Fame, not people that you hope go into the Hall of Fame. People who are already there. So if they're beating everybody up and punching people and they're just knocking people out, how come they're in the Hall of Fame? You don't go to the Hall of Fame for beating people up. You got to put some points on the board. And they were the best that ever do it. Yeah, they played physical. You didn't want to play physical with the Pistons, and they will outscore you. That's why they were so good. Why do you think the Bulls went and got Dennis Rodman, John Sally, and Buda Edwards? 3 Detroit Pistons they put on their team in 96. Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Pistons beat Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan more times than they ever beat them. And happy birthday to a guy named L who keeps talking about, give him a shout out. Isaiah was the smartest basketball player to play the game. They beat the fix. Nobody wanted Detroit to win the NBA championship. They were too good to be beaten. What they would do is they say, well, we take Isaiah out, we got a shot. They'll put all these fouls on Isaiah Thomas, and you know what happened? The microwave Vinnie Johnson come in the game. And you know what he gonna do? Light it up. Vinny the microwave Johnson come off the bench and hit you with a quick 16, 17 points immediately. No, we didn't. We played physical. You think everybody in the league played nice back then? Everybody was physical. When we left, or when the Pistons left, what's his name? Pat Riley came to the Knicks, and he had the Knicks playing like the Detroit Pistons. He had the Knicks playing like the Pistons. But it was no problem with the New York Knicks and Xavier McDaniels and Oakley knocking people around. Mason, your face. Ugh. Look at Mason knocking people around. Yeah, that's basketball. I was like, they tried to be us. But did they win any chips? No. Because you got to put points on the board. We went against the NBA. We took off the NBA jerseys and started wearing Oakland Raiders jerseys. Bad boys. We made our own stuff popping. That's real. There ain't no team in the NBA has ever done that and went against the league. And say, you don't want to support us? You want to be against us? Fine, be against us, but we going to keep winning. We going to beat the teams you want to put in the finals. Oh, yeah, I saw that episode, too, where Zeke put that stat up there that we had the highest scoring thing back in 83. I did see that. But I'm glad you saw the show, too. Michael Jordan liked Chuck Daly because Chuck Daly was beating him. You admire your adversaries. The Pistons own Michael Jordan. So that's why he wanted to get close to Chuck Daly. But the damage was done. He was gone. Chuck Daly was never coming back to the Detroit Pistons once he went and coached that dream team and they didn't get Isaiah Thomas on it, and you the coach and you went and coached that team, you weren't coming back to the Pistons. You was done. That's right, Marcel. The Detroit Pistons were soldiers. Bill Laimbeer was the sergeant of arms. His job was to follow the plans that was implemented on the team. It was military structure. The way they walked out was to put fear into the opponents. In their home stadium, they were the best team winning on the road. They loved being on the road. They were booed. They fed off the energy. But they walked in a unison, in a line, like a soldier. Laimbeer always be in the front. He comes out with that stone look. They knew what time it was. It was like an army coming to battle. And then other teams, they out there trying to prove they not scared of Detroit. I ain't scared of them. I ain't scared of them. And next thing you know, you're losing. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. That was the best team ever assembled in basketball history. They went to 3 straight NBA finals, defying the league. The league created the flagrant foul rule to try to stop Detroit. Everything was in place to stop Detroit. They didn't want the Pistons going there. They even changed the logos of their jersey to those crazy teal and orange with the little piston with the horse on it. Trying to discredit everything we built. That's why I roll with the Pistons. They're the underdogs. They're the ones that was dumped on, and they still found a way to beat the league. That's greatness. So, and coming from that era, you can understand why I wouldn't go for no crybaby. I want everything my way. I've lived through the Jordan era. So here comes this other guy who's an even bigger crybaby who don't even want to take the shot when the game's on the line, wants to throw the ball to somebody else because he too much of a chicken to do it. Charles, Rayford, do you know why they didn't shake their hands at the end of that game? Because they were being disrespected by Michael Jordan in the media and in the press. He said a lot of different disrespectful things about them on the other side of the court, talking about them very disrespectfully to the team. So out of frustration, they didn't even feel like shaking his hands. But they had every ounce of, no, it had nothing to do with sore losers. They weren't sore because they lost. They didn't mind shaking their hands because they really got jobbed. But they said, okay, they were going to do it. Here, shake our hands. But when you disrespect them the way they did and try to take down their legacy, and try to, disrespect them and think they're going to shake your hand after you just got through disrespecting them, no. It's not going to happen. Jordan used politics and everything else to try to dethrone the Detroit Pistons. They wanted to give him the league. Then he's sitting down there talking about this is the end of dirty basketball. This team, though, I'm just like, He's down there disrespecting a championship team like that. A team that stopped you 3 straight years from going to an NBA Finals. And then you're going to sit there and talk down to them like they're nothing. Nobody has ever done that. Yeah, they were swept. And that's the only time you've ever done it. The Bobby Bowden system right now is the greatest system in hockey history. What are you talking about? The 2 brothers, the Bowden brothers, they changed hockey forever. They were the smartest team ever. Have you seen Detroit now? Charles Rayford Jr., you don't want to compare the Detroit Pistons to the Chicago Bulls. Let's stop. Let's stop right there. Because if you thinking just because they got a sweep, do we need to talk about the 3 years and 4 years we've owned you? How many times have y'all beat us and we've beaten y'all? And you want to talk about 4 games against a team that was hurt? We shouldn't even been able to play that game. Now, you guys, I know you're not, because you guys are nowhere. You want to compare teams? We were 10, 11 deep. Y'all was a bunch of bums. Who y'all had? Judd Bushler on the team, Stacey King, Scott Williams, Cliff Levingston, all those bums y'all got on that team. Are you kidding me? BJ Armstrong, John Paxson. These guys wouldn't start nowhere in the league. There was a bunch of bums. Michael Jordan ain't never made a player great in his life. Jordan was give me the ball, get out of my way. Wasn't no triangle and none of that garbage. It was give me the ball, get out of my way. I'm gonna get the foul, I'm gonna hit the shot. I'm Michael Jordan. Now I let y'all play for 3.5 quarters with me. Now fourth quarter, I'll take the game over. That's Michael Jordan. He didn't make Scotty great at all. He just told Scotty, hey, stop crying like a baby. Wipe your nose, wipe your eyes, and get out there. But he's a closer, not for this LeBron James guy y'all cry about all the time. He ain't no closer. All he does is cry 24 hours a day. Thank you.
Want a towel?
Yes, let me get a towel. Thank you. So that's all he does is cry 24 hours a day. Now I gotta come in here and work off all this LeBron James frustration. Bulls ain't been greater than the Pistons on no day. Remember, Dennis Rodman is the reason y'all won 72 games. Don't ever forget that. And he was the real MVP of the Seattle series in the NBA Finals. Because if it wasn't for Dennis Rodman, buddy, the Seattle Sonics had y'all. So let me get buff. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Now, Mr. D's, you're making a mistake. I'm right about it. You should go look and check it up for yourself before you say I'm wrong. You don't probably even remember